what we regard as excess. So honey is their food.
Colony. There is the queen bee, the worker bee, and the drone. Human activity over the years and climate change have affected the natural habitat of bees in Nigeria and the entire world.
Forest like this is the natural habitat of the trees. God has made them to create their habitat in the hollow of the woods, in the cavity of the rocks. That's their natural habitat. So before the colonization by the Europeans, then we're having big trees in the bush. Some of them are having hollows where these bees were casting their nets. But when the Igbo came now, they fell our timber trees, carried the timber to Igbo land. Then now later when we got independence, there are some acute businessmen, ambitious businessmen. They were felling all the big trees. So now we don't have much big trees in the bush. Fewer still are those that are having hollows. So these bees are troubled. They now look for any hollow to habitate, like the rim of a discarded tire, like a jerry can, a plastic thrown away, even the small hole in the electric pole. They habitate because they don't have natural habitat anymore. So now they now come to your home to look for where to really live. That's why they go about. Some people take it to be bad omen. They look for kerosene, they look for petrol, they burn them. It is unfortunate. But when we have many beekeepers, we will have many homes for them. That's the hives. Then they will stop going to the town to look for habitation. Yeah, the hives are artificial homes for the bees, done scientifically. Through researches over the years, then we have arrived at where we are. It's by far better than the cavity of the rock, the hollow of the woods, by far better. Now, although there is a natural attraction to their natural home, but when they stay, that's why they call it culture. When we keep them in our artificial homes and they stay, then it pays them and it pays us, in the sense that we can go to them, harvest, inspect, help them out, because they have their own enemies. There are diseases and there are other insects that are swallowing them, like frog, like lizard, and all these their enemies will ward off, drive them away, so that they can give us maximum production. So if the enemies are not driven away, they don't have good production. So the hives are scientifically built for us to access them, disturb them a little, and go. If it is the hollow of the wood, you have to kill them and destroy the whole home. So also the inside the rock, you destroy the rock and destroy all of them. But this one, you go carefully, you are their friends now, then you tend them, you do your work to help them produce maximally, and you leave the place and you could remove the apathy. Then when there is no apathy, then when you enter into any project with enthusiasm, then you have more than 50% successful. When you are skeptical, when you are uninterested, you are afraid. So people should remove skepticism. People should remove fear. People should be excited. It's a gold mine. It's going to enrich you and it's going to give you good health. If only for those two reasons, people should be interested in beekeeping. Then it's the point that those honey hunters, they've been killing bees before to access honey.
For this reason, beekeepers are now creating an artificial home called hive, so that some of the benefits bees provide for humans and the environment are not totally lost.
There is nowhere in this country where we cannot keep bees. Why? Because we have vegetational cover. In Kano, you can keep bees. In Maiduguri, you can keep bees. Wherever the grass grows and it flowers, you can keep bees. And we stand at a great advantage in this country. Why? Because in all the big countries of Africa, Nigeria is the one that has largest vegetational cover. You can look at Libya; it's bigger than Nigeria. By size, but it's in the desert. Look at Congo; it's in desert. Look at all these big countries; they are in deserts. Nigeria is not in deserts. We have vegetational cover. Look at the entire Europe. The largest country is France, and Nigeria is bigger than France in land area. So we stand at advantage to produce honey like the great producers of the world, like Australia, like US, like Russia, like China. We stand at advantage. By the time we embrace this now, we will be one of the leading world producers of beehives, honey in particular.
There are many colonies in Osun.
Like how many?
For example, we have the ones cooperative are manning presently, and we have the one individuals, bee farmers are manning. Like we have farmers about 1,200. I'm talking of bee farmers. They're cooperative. We have 2 registered cooperative presently. And under this, we have another one, union. Under the union, we have many cooperative. 2 registered now. There are other ones, more than 20 that are not yet registered. In figure, if I want to talk about the colonies now, I will be talking because only on we are having roughly 125. And individual, many of them have 50, 20, 30. Now count the number of 1,200. That means we have many.
Afforestation is one of the climate conditions which really favors the beekeeping, and the beekeeping is environmental friendly. Then the other thing I will advocate, we've been doing it, but now we seem to be having some results. Like I said earlier, they are looking at our direction, is that they should encourage beekeeping. There is no country in the world that is not supporting the government of which is not supporting beekeeping and can make it. Because there are certain things beekeepers cannot really do. They are limited. Those things are to be handled by government anywhere in the world. And that's what Osun State government is now doing. Now providing things that beekeepers cannot provide on their own. Things like the queen rearing facilities, then the industrial honey extractors, and then now making a pilot apiary that will be fenced, that will be having all the amenities. Now, things like this, individual farmers cannot do it. At a stage now, then we are just going to be a corporate body that have linkages or have links with other countries of the world. So like this venom I was talking about, you can't harvest venom and get it sold. Then there must really be a linkage with the pharmaceutical industries in America that will buy it off you. No matter how good it is, they may not buy it off you. unless, I mean, you have relationship. So, and this relationship may not be individual.